take a sip of water. I've seen this water before. You know where I saw this water before? I saw it a year ago. I saw it right here a year ago in the winter when it was raining here. I just got this out of the tap. Between last year and being in my cup, the water has come from a rainfall last March, and the water rained down on the roof of this building, ran off, ran into this rain garden, where the water then percolated into the ground below your feet and accumulated there as groundwater. And that groundwater is being tapped. This particular groundwater is being tapped just down there at Waihee Water Tunnel, at funnel here. That is the circuit of water retention. And that is a circuit within which the rain garden plays a very, very critical role, in that it traps the water from going into the ocean, or instead lets it pile up back here in the garden, percolate into the ground, and a year later will reappear in my cup. And that circuit will go on again, and on again, and on again. It won't get drained out there into the ocean. We're going to preserve. And this is the whole reason, the whole importance of a rain garden. This is called importance in the ʻImiloa. This is the whole important reason for the whole Mauka areas, every island in Hawaii, being set aside as what they call forest reserves. And that means nobody builds over there. Nobody goes up there. You can go hunting and this kind of thing, but nobody builds there or paves the surface. Because behind you, solid surface of asphalt and concrete that disallows the water flowing into the ground. When we built this building, we built the building in an enormous parking lot that was right here. And there were two big little trees right over there. All of that, at the rain water, right in this area, it's going to get ground, replenish groundwater. But after we built the building that sealed the ground. So how do we ameliorate that? We do it by a rain guard. That folks is the most important reason for this rain guard. There's a second reason. The second reason is, what do you think is coming down with the raindrops? All kinds of stuff, including, just found, is the fact that every raindrop has plastic in it. Microplastic particles. And I'm drinking it right now in here. Because that gets through this whole device. The tiny particles of plastic are in your bodies right now. Give me a finger, give me a tongue, give me whatever it means out of my plastic that are coming to this whole circuit. But one of them, they don't get filtered out, but the bigger stuff does. Second reason for the rain guard is that it filters out the yucks, the bigger yucky stuff that pollutes our environment and keeps it from washing over the area down the storm drains and into the ocean. Or it just gets getting there. Is that the ground is assimilating. Now, in 100 years, that ground is going to be terribly polluted because of this. And that's something future generations got to deal with. For right now, the rain garden is allowing water to percolate, one, and two, intercept whatever debris is coming off of that roof, after whatever it's draining in there, and we're keeping it out of. So that's the second piece of the pipe. would think every garden for a whole campus should be considered as a rain garden. Idea of a rain garden came 2 years ago when the head of Hui Koʻolaupoko came to me and said, "This lawn is perfect for a rain garden." Should be a rain garden. He explained it. Rain garden is everything that I just mentioned, and kind of interception to keep water going through this cycle of groundwater, and number two, keep debris from launching into the ocean. But let's do it. It was funny, and the Hui went ahead and did it. That was it. Surprising top sell at the time on the campus. But then a rain garden was planned over there in the parking lot where those solar sheds are. They were planned up here in this parking lot, but the solar sheds also up there negated that whole thing as they did over there. So rain gardens everywhere on this campus. And they did that because there was what do we do? Rain garden in, or do we install solar cells for energy? And solar cells, but it doesn't puts campus. That's not under solar shed and be considered rain garden, and it's exactly what they are. So that's the reason for a rain garden. This rain garden on an added blessing. That added blessing came because botanists decided that we put native plants here. I thought that was a wonderful idea. That wasn't my idea, but their idea, and I think it's a blessing. Thanks for doing it. So I'll just finish with that. That's it. This is pretty unending. And storm water. Part into the ground and tell it, I'll see you next year. Thanks.